Like you see it in like movies and in comedy shows, and you hear it talked about from your uncles, cousins, and fathers, and like even their mothers, sisters, and cousins and stuff like that, right? From like going to like a liquor store, you're gonna get like some candy or whatnot, and go into the back get a soda, and you have this presence just behind you at all times, right? And mind you, um, I'm not saying like this is like happens every single time. In real life, yes, it does happen, but like, you rarely see it. Or like, if let's say you're like somebody who's a known like somebody who would like steal from your shit, right? And this is just not in like black neighborhoods too. This is just in like poor neighborhoods actually. Just neighborhoods is like low income and stuff like that that have these kind of gangs and everything. And you have that community that is there, right? The small amount of Asian communities that are there because, like, getting these stores and everything, like the property's actually kind of cheaper than what most people like can afford for like going to like stores and stuff like that. Like that's just why you don't see like a lot of like Asian owners unless like it's someplace like Little Tokyo or like Chinatown or Koreatown or whatnot. That's why I don't see like usually like a lot of Asian people working in stuff like seven well, no, because Indian people count as Asians too. I keep forgetting about that. But no, depending on what class, depending on who's the area or whatnot, that's who most of the people you're gonna see. The reason why you see like a lot of Asians at these liquor stores in these hoods or whatnot, because the property's like not easy, but also it's cheap property nearby a like high traffic area where you get people to come in, buy some food, and then just bounce, right? And usually those stores become a part of that community and everything. You get to know people and stuff like that. But if it's bad, you'll get like people following you or whatnot. Usually the ladies behind you, she's just using their stealth and everything like that. Mind you, I don't remember it happening to me or whatnot because I'll probably be like a kid or whatnot. Then like when I was going to like liquor stores by myself and everything like that, I was like well on close to over like 12 and everything. Usually, like the neighborhood would know us, right? A lot of the people would know you, especially if you're a kid, you grew up around them or whatnot. They would probably let you get a freebie a couple of times and everything, right? But like if you're bad, you just bad, and they just don't trust you. But like we have this thing where it becomes like an odd stereotype. And this is not with every single store or whatnot, right? This is usually like just the person is being prejudiced or they just got robbed or a bunch of little fucking high school kids grabbed their shit and they're trying to see, oh, this, that, and the third or whatnot. But also, a lot of them get it wrong. We just get our drink, go up there. She thinks we stole something. We show we don't have that thing, and we just be like, all right, whatever. We see you like probably next week or some other fucking shit, right? Or we're probably going to inform like our mom what happened and everything like that, or one of our parents what happened, and we won't go to that store anymore, right? Can't believe that kind of shit is still here, given like what information that we have and everything like that. But it's also too another thing where like throughout like history and everything like that, it's always turned out to be like a lot of these motherfuckers is wrong about us, but given where they're at and everything, I could also understand like why, but like popping somebody in the back for it's crazy as fuck, especially when they have anything. Like I would understand like if they pulled out the gun and like they were in the liquor store with you, pulled out the gun on you, because a lot of those liquor stores have guns. Like don't get it twisted, motherfuckers ain't behind just plexiglass. They got a shotgun down there, like actually to chase someone over something they didn't even probably have or whatnot. And if they did have, it was like $1, right? Like I think the water bottle was like $1. I just find it crazy that we still have this kind of shit that's still going on till this day. I'm not saying for stealing is right or anything like that, or you should be exonerated, or dude should be in prison. Like you should be in prison because you shot a kid in the back when they were running away. That's one. First of all, like if you see somebody pull out a gun, but you get him while popping him in the back, that's crazy. And mind you, I haven't heard the verdict for this yet. Um, I only have seen like a couple of videos. I read a headline that I found out about the shooting this morning, and there's a couple of people who covered it already, and I'm just throwing my 2 cents in here. To be honest, I want to see more of the cast and developments before like I throw out my opinion, my true opinion out there. But like stuff like this still happens where we still get profiled by those who are just in just a terrible area and terror situations and stuff like that, right? But from what I've grown up with, what I've seen, and especially as an adult, it's usually rare, right? Because like I did grow up in like a mixed Asian community, mixed and when I got into like foster care and stuff like that, so like we were by that kind of store and everything. And mind you, we didn't do anything to them or whatnot, but they know who be stealing, who not be stealing or whatnot, right? They have cameras and stuff now, right? They just show your parents and shit like that, and you get your ass whooped. Like that's usually what will happen with a lot of these kids, right? But like the following is just I didn't think the following would still be happening because like we have cameras. If you steal something, they can show it to the police, and the dude gets to get caught up and stuff like that, right? I didn't think this would still happen. Still, I think this like a lot of that like kind of shit just stops. But I think it's just kind of fucked up because like now the stereotype is still going on where like people who are aged on Pacific Island do this kind of shit, which is not everybody who owns like a liquor store who does this shit or whatnot. Like I said, there's a lot who are trusting, there's a lot who just know, and there's a lot who just have be in hostile environments and everything. Like mind you, this happens outside a lot of that too, but it's not everybody. A lot of it or like a lot of it is just from like from what I have known, it's just from a lot of the old heads or people who just never been around black people like that. And those that do are usually just cool. It's usually like the older folk and like the folk who I believe who not inside the camps or whatnot, but that get stories and everything like that. But like we were cool back then. I think something happened between like the 80s and 90s, and then like fucking a lot of like Asian hater rise. Like mind you, there has been individuals that attack Asian people for little to no fucking reason that I believe, like just for them just walking and stuff like that, right? But I also seen other people do the same things. Like the most of the videos I've seen get promoted was of African Americans attacking Asians, which that's just a small amount, and it's not just everybody like that's in that area or whatnot, right? But that fear is still there. And mind you, I thought it was fucking hilarious when we were compared to like virtual mice and everything like that. But like reading over the tweet actually, I was like, damn man, they really think we out here just killing people. And what doesn't help is like our culture and media and stuff like that, especially the toxic side of our culture and the media that comes out and everything, especially like movies, news headlines and stuff like that. And it's messed up too because like not all of us are like this, and it's not all the fucking time. It's just shit that they see on the internet and news that get pushed out there to make it look like it's all the time when it's not. It's really not. Like mind you, there are areas that are fucking terrible for people to go and everything like that, right? But like in between those weeks and months and years and shit like that, motherfuckers is not really fucking with motherfuckers like that. But mind you, I'm just the person on the internet. I could be wrong. I've heard some fuck shit from people who I've talked to saying like, oh, they're doing this shit every day, to they're doing this shit like barely or whatnot, right? Or everything's cooled down, right? So like, don't take my word for it. Just talk to people and see what's going on, like neighborhoods and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. Um, a lot of the hate that's actually is coming from a lot of this is from people who are not even from the US or whatnot. It's usually outside of foreigners who are saying like, oh look, this, that, and the third is doing it again, and all this other stuff, right? And it's just online hate. That's because like mostly my ass is online most of the time. Usually what I do is just log out, which I usually do 90% of the time. Cause like I usually just hop on social media for 2 minutes, make like two comments, and just leave. You won't see me for weeks. That's besides the point. Um, it just sucks when shit like this happens, and I hope the families of that child or that child of that teenager who passed away be able to grieve in peace and everything like that, and have the best wishes for her. I do feel bad that like their a baby is gone and everything, but like, who fuck, man, it sucks. It just sucks. But like, it's not everybody who's Asian who is like this, and not everybody who's black like this. It's just the environment and stuff like that. And it kind of sucks too because like it's two stereotypes that is just oof. That just sucks.